Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Early Bird Betting Show here, presented by the Coda Sports Gambling Network. Alongside me, like every single day so far this week, is Dog on Twitter. Kyle, how you doing? He is from the Gambling Feud podcast. It's Friday, so we can get excited about that, and just another great day to make some money, Kyle.
That it is. I'm doing okay. I'm not on much of a heat streak right now with gambling. I think this is probably the worst I've done in a while right now. I'm definitely moved into dead last in the Coda Capper contest right now, but I'm going 5-unit bets quite a bit from here on, so we're gonna work our way back into it. But I think I'm 3-12 in my last 15 right now, so this is a stretch I don't want to be on. But like you always say, whenever you are on a avid gambler like we are, you have some highs and you have some lows. Right now I'm on a low, but that doesn't mean I can work my way up to a high. So we'll just see what happens.
Absolutely. The best sports cappers out there, Kyle, they can just they can go on the highs and lows, but they keep the lows not so low. They keep them in the medium, and then the highs are obviously always high. So just another great day to make some money here. Again, like, comment, share. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We'll be checking out the comments on Facebook. So if you have anything and you want to drop by and give us your favorite picks for today, Friday, May 21st, we love to chat and all that jazz. So you can follow the network at Coda Cappers as well. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and the website as well, codasportscappers.com. Again, these are our bets that we like. If you like our best bets, you can go on the website, and we usually tweet. I usually put some picks up, usually every single day on the free pick site again. So if you want some of our best bets, though, that's where you can go for those. But we're just breaking down today's card in every sport and giving you what we like right off the bat. So Kyle, last night we had a couple entertaining hockey games. We also saw the Washington Wizards kick out the Indiana Pacers in a dominant performance, 142-115, to easily cash that over. And then, of course, the Wizards were -3. I questioned it because I like the Pacers and I thought they could hang. And good thing I didn't take them on my money card because they just got dominated. They got outscored 36-23 in the second and 48-31 in the third. And then in the NHL, if anyone's been following the network, the Dart. Every single day, the Dart has a pick. I throw a little dart at the board, and last night it took the Wild, and a few of the cappers at the network were riding it, and it looked good. It was 2-0. It was almost 3-0, but an offsides call. The Wild unfortunately gave up 5 unanswered goals to the Vegas Golden Knights to lose 5-2. So, Kyle, did anything stand out for me last night in any of the sports?
I had a feeling the Wizards were gonna pull it off against the Pacers. They're just so well rounded and stuff like that. But now they got to go play the Sixers. So, congrats, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
But, no, I mean I watched a little bit of the hockey games last night, but I was mostly paying attention to the Twitter beef you had going on with some people on there coming after you and the Dart and stuff like that. It was pretty crazy. You had a couple, we think, burner accounts coming at you and stuff like that. That's the main thing I was watching last night.
Yeah, not only burner accounts, Kyle, but cappers in the network, their own burner accounts. I think there's a few of those floating around. So that's always makes it entertaining, and it's always a good time on the network at Coda Cappers. You can follow RL Cappers on the network there, and every single night something's always going on. Someone's yelling at somebody, someone disagreeing with somebody, someone's taking somebody's picks, and then all of a sudden it's dead in the first quarter. And like Toast last night, I told him to take the Seattle Storm -5, -5.5, depending where you got it. The Storm looked dead. They were down 15 at half. Heck, they were down 9-12 throughout the third quarter. They end up coming back and beating the Minnesota Lynx by 12, I believe, to get the cover -5, -5.5. So Toast and I made up. We cashed on that winner there. Unfortunately, the Dart is now 1-2. The Wild couldn't get it done. But today's a new day, Kyle, and we start in the NBA today with one and final playing game, I believe, here. The Grizzlies at the Warriors. 78% of the public is on the Warriors here. The Warriors -5, -220 on that money line, and the over-under 221. Kyle, what do you like in this game tonight?
I'm going to go with the public on this one. I really, really like the Warriors against the Grizzlies. I think Steph and company have a lot to prove and are going to be ready to go and face the Jazz and stuff like that. I'm also rooting for the Warriors in the fact that if they do win that, this playing game system is just an absolute bust because both the 7 seeds won and play the 2 seed, the 8 seed won in the East yesterday. So if Steph and company win tomorrow than the 8 seed. So it would have been just the way it is, like normal, and the playing game was just useless, which I'm kind of rooting for because I think the playing game is stupid. So
Yeah.
I like the Warriors -4.5. I also like that over of 221. I think that both clubs are going to come out firing quite a bit, and I think that it's going to be very, very high scoring. I think both of them will be in the 110, 120s.
Okay.
So I like the over in that game.
All right. I like it. I'm actually, and we're going to start again, the show right off in the wrong direction, but that's okay, right? That's good. Give a opinion for each side. I like the under here of 221. The under is 20-7 in the last 27 meetings between these two squads. The under is also 19-7 in the Warriors' last 26 games versus a team with a straight-up winning record. So I like the trends there for the under of 221. Also, Kyle, is the NBA really going to let Steph Curry and the Warriors lose this game tonight?
Absolutely not. No way. But at the same time, though, NBA's at a lose-lose because if the Grizzlies win, then the playing game had some justice and justification for doing it because we got a 9 seed playing a 1 seed now. So they win that way. But also in that particular instance, then Steph and the Warriors lose and don't make the playoffs. And who's going to watch the playoffs then? But if the Warriors win, then yes, Steph and company get in the playoffs, but the playing game was just useless.
Yep.
So they're at a lose-lose.
Exactly. They're in a lose-lose. That's a tough spot to be in, a lose-lose, not being able to win one side. Kyle, I don't think I've asked you either, and we could talk about this later next week once the playoffs really get going and stuff, but you're a Celtics guy, I know that, but other than that, where are you kind of putting your money? If you could put, $100 or one unit on a team to win it all this season, who are you rocking with?
I like the Suns here. I think they've just they're such a young team, and they got some but they got some veteran leadership in Chris Paul. DeAndre Ayton is having a really, really solid season. He's going up with some of the best bigs and is putting up really good numbers. Devin Booker's unbelievable this year. Should have been an MVP finalist. It is what it is. But, I like the Suns coming out of the West, and I think they're my pick to win it. But in the East, I got to ride with the Sixers, man. And I hate doing it as a Celtics fan. I really, really do. But, I mean, they've proven why they're the number 1 seed. And, I would personally look forward to watching like an Embiid versus DeAndre Ayton NBA Finals. I think that would be super fun to watch because you don't talk about bigs anymore in the NBA. So I was a big in high school whenever I played and stuff like that. So I'm always looking at the bigs and stuff like that. And just, you don't talk about them anymore in the NBA, but if Embiid and Ayton were to meet in the finals, I think that would be a really, really awesome matchup. But I do like the Suns. I think they're going to be the team I'm going to be rooting for to win it all, if the Celtics don't, of course.
And what if not Jimmy Butler, what if Devin Booker would have been traded to the Timberwolves? Man, he has to be thanking the Phoenix organization right now for not pulling the trigger on that.
Big time.
Yeah, as a Timberwolves, again, a decently fun young nucleus, but again, just not in the playoffs year after year. And Devin Booker and the Suns riding high as they head into the Western Conference playoffs here and the NBA playoffs. So I'm with you too. I hope the Suns come out of the West, but I hope the Knicks come out of the East. I've told B-Russ this before on the Mount Lockmore podcast. I don't know. The world's just a better place when the Knicks are good at basketball. So I'm a big Jeremy Lin fan. So, Linsanity and Carmelo, when they had their run there, back in high school, when I was in high school, that was fun, right? The world was just talking about it, and it was just fun. So Knicks and Suns, that's what I'm going for.
Linsanity lasted maybe 5 or 6 games.
Yep.
But those 5 or 6 games were just absolutely electric.
Oh, it was must-watch TV. I mean, it was must-watch TV. I should go pull it out right now. I have a Jeremy Lin jersey, New York Knicks jersey.
Oh, nice. That New York Knicks team, though, with just Carmelo and Amari Stoudemire, it was that was a fun team to watch. Stoudemire is one of my top 5 favorite players of all time, so I loved watching him and Carmelo going at it.
Absolutely. Fellow Sun, all-time Sun. He once said that if you bathe in wine, it makes you live longer. So very interesting character as well. So there we go.
Maybe there's some truth to it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Friday night, Kyle. We can always try it.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe there's some truth to it.
You never know until you try it. So there we go. There's our picks. Like I said, playoffs really, really start here on Saturday, and there's a game Sunday. Obviously, the Hawks and the Knicks. But Kyle and I will be back on Monday, breaking down every single game for you, not only in the NBA, but NHL, MLB, WNBA as well. So there we go. Kyle, let's hop into the NHL here. There's 4 games tonight. Last night, again, another entertaining hockey contest. The Lightning couldn't fend off the Panthers, and the Panthers steal one there on the road. So the Lightning now lead that series 2-1. They'll play tomorrow. But right now we got 4 games here. The Washington Capitals taking on the Boston Bruins. The Bruins lead this series right now 2-1. They're -165 on that money line. The over-under is 5.5. And then you have the Carolina Hurricanes at the Nashville Predators. The Hurricanes 2-0 to lead this series. They are -150 on the road, and the over/under is set at 5. We also have the Winnipeg Jets and the Edmonton Oilers. Winnipeg leads the series 1-0. The Oilers -170 at home. The over/under 5.5. And then the final game of the evening, 8:38 Central Time. The Colorado Avalanche looking to go up 3-0 on the St. Louis Blues. The Avalanche -240. Another big money line here for them. The over/under 5.5. And then I'm always a fan of this, Kyle. You can always bet on the away and home goals too. That is set at 22.5 for all the games. But out of these 4 games, Kyle, what do you like here?
You know, it's going to be tough for me today to bet the over/under, because the over/under is just so split in all these games. Like in the Capitals Bruins, the over has had in the series has hit once and the under's hit twice, but both times the under has hit, they scored 5 goals and a 5.5. So that's really, really close. Hurricanes Predators over/under is split at 1. Jets Oilers, it was 5 goals, and Colorado and St. Louis, it's split at 1. So the over/under is just something that's really, really tough for me. And as far as like money lines go, sometimes it's cool to be cute, but sometimes you just got to go with the likelihood of something happening. So I like the Bruins in the first game. I think they're going to beat the Capitals. It's tough to beat the Bruins at home. That arena is just absolutely electric. It's one of the more electric arenas in the NHL. So it's just really, really tough to win there. You know, I'm a big Ovechkin guy. I think I like rooting for him in the playoffs. I just don't think he gets it done tonight. So I like the Bruins here. I also like them puck line. Okay. I think they're going to win by at least 2 goals at home tonight to go up 3-1. So I like the Bruins puck line, and the Bruins money line at -170 is what I have it as. Hurricanes Predators, you know, I keep trying to cheer on the Predators because they're always a value pick against the Hurricanes. They're at home this time and they're still underdogs. So I got to go Hurricanes again. I think they can pull it off at Nashville to go up 3-0, and maybe they'll be the first team to sweep. You just don't know. Jets Oilers. DJ had Oilers as his mortal lock for game 1, and normally that would hit DJ's. I believe was 8-2 in playoff bets, and that Oilers was one of his losses. Unfortunately, it kind of just happens. But I think the Jets are going to upset him again. I'm gonna. Most of my games are pretty straight to the book. I'm gonna put maybe a unit or 2 on the Jets winning at the Oilers. So I like that a lot. And then for Colorado, St. Louis, again, you're eating a lot of juice if you go Colorado money line, but I think Colorado is going to win. So absolutely the value move for me is them puck line. Okay. So that'll be my move for those games.
Awesome. I love it. Shout out to Kyle's boy and the other co-host of the Gambling Feud podcast. He is 10-2 in his last 12 NHL bets. So killing it. On the hockey rink there for these playoffs. So there's Kyle's picks there. You can follow him on Twitter as well at Comdog. That's KOMM, right, Kyle? DOG. And,
Comb Dog.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Every time I mention it, I'm gonna get that wrong one time out of 5. So
it's all right.
Comb Dog. Just got to remember that. So again, you can follow him on Twitter for all his picks, and he'll be tweeting those out today and throughout the weekend. I like the under here, Kyle, in this Washington at Boston game. The under is 24-9-2 in the last 35 meetings between these two teams in Boston. So I'm going to take the under here, there. And then the Jets and Oilers game, the over is 9-4-2 in the Jets' last 15 games as road dog. And on the other side, it is 7-2 in the Oilers' last 9 playoff games as favorites. So I like the over in that one, as it is sitting at 5.5 currently. Right now. So in this Hurricanes at Preds, we've been saying it every show, Kyle, right? Some team's going to get bounced. Some team's going to get swept. It's not going to be the Panthers now that they got one against the Lightning. Carolina is 21-6 in the last 27 games after allowing 2 goals or fewer in their previous game. So I'm going to take the Carolina Hurricanes puck line here, and I think they can get it done again. Nashville, backs against the wall. You know, how are they going to play? They're going to play sloppy. Are they going to come out and shooting the puck? Carolina's on a mission. They've looked good all season and all series, and I think they can win this game by 2 or more goals as well to cash that puck line. In the Avs at Blues, this might surprise some people watching the show and maybe even Kyle, but the home team is 36-15 in the last 51 meetings between these two squads. The Avs, surprisingly, are 7-19 in their last 26 meetings in St. Louis. So I'm going to ride with the St. Louis Blues here, plus 200 on that money line. Again, like Kyle always says, a value pick there. You can find some good value there. There's some stats to back that up. So I like the Blues, plus 200, back at home now. And in front of that St. Louis crowd, so it should be fun. Again, they're down 2-0, backs against the wall. They got to come out and play well. So I think they can, get a win, at least be competitive, and hopefully at the end of the game I can catch that plus 200 money line. So those are my 4 picks there, Kyle.
Yeah, that I didn't realize that St. Louis was like that against Colorado at home. So that's absolutely a value move.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like putting a unit on and getting 2 back. I mean, might as well risk it.
Yeah, absolutely. Half unit, or something. You don't have to go super big, but just to get something back if you do win. So that's the play there. So cool. In the MLB, another big slate. 15 games today here, Kyle. We'll just kind of go down each time slot. They start at 5:37 Central Time with the Tampa Bay Rays and Tyler Glasnow taking on the Toronto Blue Jays and Anthony Kay. The Rays minus 155. The over-under is at 9. Then on at 6:05, the Baltimore Orioles and Jorge Lopez taking on the Washington Nationals as Steven Strasburg makes his return here. The Nationals minus 205. The over-under 8.5. And then at 6:05, the Boston Red Sox and Martin Perez taking on the Philadelphia Phillies and Aaron Nola. The Phillies minus 153. The over-under 8.5. 6:05 as well, you have the Chicago White Sox and Carlos Rondon taking on the New York Yankees and Jordan Montgomery. Both these squads in my sportsbook just split down the middle at minus 110 on that money line. The over-under is at 610 again. Man, we got a bunch of games here at 610, but this will be the last one because I think we have 5 games here. The Milwaukee Brewers and Adrian Hauser taking on the Cincinnati struggling Reds and Jeff Hoffman. The Brewers minus 123. The over-under is at 9. Kyle, out of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, what do you like here?
I love the Rays here. Tyler Glasnow's having a really, really solid season. He has I have the stats up here. Hold on. He has he's 4-2 on the year with a 2.35 ERA and 85 strikeouts. So I mean he's having a really, really solid year. So I like them actually run line. Okay. You can get that at plus 105. So I think they're gonna beat the fairly decent Blue Jays by quite a bit. Now, that Orioles-Nationals game, last time Steven Strasburg pitched was back in April, and he gave up 6 runs. So it's really, really tempting to bet the over here. But I think coming off an injury, most time, just a quick story here. I saw Madison Bumgarner in San Diego, like right after he had surgery and was out for 2 or 3 months, and he shut out the first 5 innings, and then one of the Padres hitters hit a home run off him in the 6th inning. But I'm not worried about that. So that's why I'm going to take the Nationals minus 0.5 first 5.
Oh, I think that's your first 5 bet on the show so far.
It might be. It might be, but I really, really like that play there. And then the last play I like the Yankees tonight. I think they will pull it off against the White Sox. They've been doing fairly okay, but they've had some struggles with injuries as of lately. But I think they can pull it off at home against the White Sox.
Okay, I like it. There's Kyle's plays for those early 5 games here. I'm leaning the over in this Tampa Bay Toronto game. The over is 7-1 in the Rays' last 8 games as the road favorite, and the over is 11-5-1 in Toronto's last 17 home games versus a right-handed starter. So obviously with Glasnow being a right-handed starter, you get the Toronto Blue Jays. They are 11-5-1 with the over there. So I lean the over in that contest there. I also like the Red Sox money line here. They're 14-3 in the last 17 games as road underdogs. So when they're road underdogs, they take care of business. So I'm going to take them at plus 133 on the money line there. And again, I'm a Twins fan, so I hate the Yankees. I'll never bet on the Yankees. But I thought these two trends that I found this morning were interesting. New York is 81-32, Kyle, in their last 113 games as home favorites, and 65-24 in the last 93 games following a road trip of 7 days or more. So Kyle's taking the Yankees there. I think that is the correct pick in this contest. And then, of course, in the Milwaukee Brewers Cincinnati Reds game, I've been taking the Reds, all week long, and they've just been disappointing me every single night. The over is 8-2 in Cincy's last 10 games during Game 1 of a series, and the over is actually 12-3-2 in Milwaukee's last 17 road games, with a total set between 9 and 10.5. So I like the over here in the Brewers and Reds game at 9 and minus 105 at my sports book. So I like that even more. So those are my few plays in those early first 5 contests there, Kyle. As we go to the next slate of games here, the Minnesota Twins and Randy Dobnak taking on the Cleveland Indians and Tristan McKenzie. The Indians minus 128. The over-under is at 9. Then we have the New York Mets and Marcus Stroman taking on the Miami Marlins and Jordan Holloway. The Marlins minus 115 at home. The over-under, I think this is the lowest one of the day, is set at 7. They also have the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on Tyler Anderson, and the Atlanta Braves taking on, rolling with Ian Anderson. Not sure if any relation is there, but the Braves minus 198. The over-under is at 8. And then you have the Houston Astros and Tyler Ivey taking on the Texas Rangers and former Minnesota Twin Kyle Gibson. The Astros minus 130. Over-under is at 9. And then one more game here before we get into the late games here, Kyle. The Detroit Tigers and Jose Urena taking on the Kansas City Royals and Mike Minor. The Royals minus 168, and the over-under is at 8.5. Out of those, Kyle, what do you like?
First, looking at the Braves-Pirates game, I really like the Braves here. So Ian Anderson, his last start he actually had a no-hit bid going all the way into the 7th inning, and he's held his opponents hitless through the first 5 innings and 2 of his first 15 starts. So I think he's going to be big for the Braves there. So I like Braves money line here against the Pirates. Actually, and then going to the Twins and Indians game, I know a lot of people in the network are going to very much disagree with me. I'm going to go with the Twins here just for the fact. Sorry, beat your rush. Tristan McKenzie's been absolutely terrible this year.
Yeah.
Looking at his stats, he's 1-2 on the year with a 5.79 ERA. I just don't think that's going to be good enough to get it done tonight. So I'm going to actually go with the underdog Twins money line here. And then the last game I was looking at on that slate is the Mets and Marlins game. I'm very surprised that the Mets are underdogs with Marcus Stroman on the mound. That really, really surprised me. So that's absolutely a value move for me at plus money, is taking Mets money line.
All right. I like it. Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. Stroman's usually a very solid pitcher. Mets on the road, but with him on the mound, they usually do pretty well. So I thought that was an interesting line as well. So again, there's Kyle's picks in that slate of games. Again, if you want to look at our best bets that we like the most, you can go to the website codasportscappers.com. These are just the games that we think that you guys would enjoy and what we like here just right off the bat. So again, our best bets are on the website. Again, like, comment, share, send your comments in, and let's talk about some games here on Friday, May 21st, excuse me. So I like 2 games in this time slot. I really like the Rangers here at plus money. Astros are 4-17 in the last 21 games on the road when the total is set between 9 and 10.5. Of course, this total is being set at 9. So the Astros struggle on the road when the total is between 9 and 10.5. So I like the Rangers here. You can get them at some plus money too. And I like the Tigers here. Plus 144, Jose Urena on the mound taking on the Royals. I just feel that I like the Tigers there, and I lean the under of 8.5 runs. I could have named 25 bets here, Kyle, that I liked in the MLB. I really like today's slate. So I know I'm not a big MLB guy, but for some reason today, I don't know, some of these lines really popped out at me. So I thought that was quite interesting. So those are 2 bets I liked here in this time slot. In the final time slot we got here, of course, we have Kyle's Chicago Cubs going with Kyle Hendricks taking on the St. Louis Cardinals and Carlos Martinez. The Cubs, are minus 120. The over-under 8.5. We also have the Arizona Diamondbacks and Seth Frankoff taking on the Colorado Rockies and German. I'm assuming it's Herman Marquez. And we have the Rockies minus 148. The over-under is set at the highest of the day, 11. You also have the Oakland Athletics and James Kaperlin taking on the Los Angeles Angels Jose Quintella. And the Angels minus 120. The over-under is at 9. Then you have the Dodgers taking on the Giants. You have Trevor Bauer going for Los Angeles and Alex Wood for San Francisco. The Dodgers minus 132. The over-under is at 7. And then you have the last game of the night here, Kyle, for Friday evening, May 21st. Seattle Mariners and Chris Flexen, the right-hander, taking on the San Diego Padres and Chris Paddock. The Padres minus 210. The over-under at 7.5. So out of those games, Kyle, what do you like here?
You know, I always got a bet on that Cubs game.
Yes.
You know, Hendricks is not being a typical Kyle Hendricks this year. He's 3-4 with a 5.27 ERA. But Carlos Martinez isn't having a very good season himself. He's 3-4 with a 4.35 ERA. I think this is just going to be runs galore today with those two pitchers on the mound. So I like the over of 8.5 in that game.
Okay.
In the A's Angels game, you know, Jose Quintana's having an abysmal season, to be nice. He's 0-3 with an 8.53 ERA. So getting A's money line absolutely is value. So I like A's money line against the Angels. And then my other move is Trevor Bauer and Alex Wood. These two pitchers, unbelievable so far this year. I mean, Trevor Bauer, 4-2, 2.2 ERA. Alex Wood, 5-0, 1.75 ERA. These pitchers are going to go a long ways into the game. They're not going to give up many runs, hardly. It's tempting to go over 7. I'm going to go under 7, though. Okay. I think that's the move. Just the fact that these two pitchers are having such good seasons, I think it continues tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that line, too, is a little lower, so people hop on the over, and I think it's going to go under. So I really like that play there. I also like the A's as well. Like Kyle said, I think the A's can get it done, so I like that, too. And I like the Cardinals here against the Cubs. The Cubs are 1-6 in their last 8 games with a total set at between 8 and 9.5. So I'm going to roll with the Cardinals here. And the Rockies run line, I'm taking them. The D-backs are terrible. It's the Twins and the D-backs. Who's worse? And honestly, I think it's the D-backs currently right now. The Twins just coming off a win there. So I'm going to take the Rockies run line there. And I'm also going to take another run line here late. I'm going to take the Padres run line. The Mariners 1-7 in their last 7 games with a total set between 7 and 8.5. And this one is set at 8. So I like the Padres run line there, Rockies run line, A's money line, and the Cardinals money line. Again, like I said, I could have taken 25 bets here in the MLB slate, but those are what I like here today. Again, for our best bets, you can go to the website and check that out. And again, follow us on Twitter, the network at Coda Cappers. Kyle, we have the WNBA. We have 4 games here tonight, and then I want to ask we can start on Fridays, a little Freaky Friday parlay action. So be thinking about that if you want to give out a parlay too. So in the WNBA, we have the Atlanta Dream on the road taking on the Indiana Fever. The Fever, surprisingly, minus 3.5. They are 0-2 on the season, minus 160 on that money line, and the over/under is set at 160.5. You also have the New York Liberty and Sabrina Ionescu taking on the Washington Mystics. The Mystics minus 3, minus 150 money line, and the over/under is 159. The Connecticut Sun take on the Phoenix Mercury. The Mercury finally at home, 2-1 on the season. They played their first 3 games on the road. They're at home, minus 2, the over/under 162. And the late game at 9:30 here on Friday, May 21st, is the Los Angeles Sparks against the Las Vegas Aces. The Aces minus 7. The over/under is 169. So, Kyle, out of those 4 games, do you like anything there?
I'm staying away from that Dream and Fever game. This is just 2 not very good WNBA teams, and it's just something I want to stay away from. Absolutely riding the Liberty today against the Mystics. Okay. The Liberty are 3-0 so far, just having really, really good season. You know, like I said, I'm a big Sabrina Ionescu guy. I think she's going to be one of the up and coming people in the WNBA. So I like her in the Liberty plus money here. And then I like the Sun.
Okay.
Against the Mercury today. You know, Mr. Toast will say Diana Taurasi. I like her and Brittany Griner tonight too. So those are my 2 plays for today.
Okay, awesome. I like that. Yeah, Toast is in a Screengate. Oh, as Otis is calling it. Like I said, trivia. If you didn't see it, you can go back and watch it. It was live on Facebook and YouTube. And Kyle had a WNBA question, and it was Diana Taurasi. And once Toast was trying to think of the answer, his screen went black for a second, and all of a sudden it popped up, and he had the answer. So I'm just saying. But there we go. All right, there's Kyle's picks in the WNBA. Looking at these lines here, I haven't had a ton of time to get in the lab for the WNBA. Not going to brag. I am 12-3 in the WNBA, so I do need to take my time here with these, but I'll have these on Twitter as well at Coda Capper Pace. But I like the Sun here too, on the road, taking on the Phoenix Mercury. Or Kyle likes the Mercury. Sorry, I like the Sun here. And I like the Aces -7 too. I kind of lean in there. And I like the under in that Indiana Fever Atlanta Dream game too. So again, I'll be tweeting out my WNBA picks. You can find them also on the network too at codasportscappers.com. But those are just kind of some early leans here for the WNBA. Awesome. There we go. There's our WNBA plays, Kyle. The Freaky Friday parlay before we wrap it up here for Friday, May 21st. You have a parlay for us you want to give out?
I do. This is my 3-way MLB underdog parlay.
Okay. I love it.
All our plus money. Again, the A's against the Angels, I think, is a very good move with Quintana just having a really, really bad season so far. I like them. The Mets against with Marcus Stroman on the mound, I really like their odds against the Marlins. So I like the Mets here. And then the Twins as well against the Indians with McKenzie's been having a really, really bad season. I think these three underdogs will hit. So that is my 3-way MLB underdog parlay.
All right. I like it. I just have this is a wild card. I'm all over the board with these couple plays in this parlay here. So I am going to take the Rangers money line. I'm going to take the let's see, what was my other one that I'm going to take? The Rangers money line, Red Sox money line, St. Louis Blues money line to really pump up that parlay odds, and then I'm going to take the New York Liberty money line too. So the Liberty, the St. Louis Blues, the Boston Red Sox, and the Texas Rangers there. A little 4-team parlay for you on this Friday.
Bunch of different sports in there. I like that.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, parlays rarely hit in this household. I think I've hit one parlay in my last 20. So be warned there.
Sure.
There we go. All right, Kyle. Again, thanks for joining us, and hope everyone has a wonderful Friday. Let's cash all those bets. Have a good weekend. Kyle will be out this weekend. I might be live on the show, but again, follow the network at Coda Cappers, and we'll keep you updated there. But we will for sure, us two will be back on Monday. We will also have B-Russ joining us. I don't know if he'll join us on Monday, but he'll join us a few days throughout next week. So that'll be fun too to get another guy on here and just talk some shop and talk some bets. So again, like, comment, subscribe, interact with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Coda Cappers. Kyle, thanks again for joining us, and good luck on those bets today.
Yes, thank you for having me on. Let's have a day.